Hello everyone, my name is Rob, welcome to Kinetic Rugby League. In this video I'm going to be giving you my match review of France versus Greece. Let's get started. So we're going to be starting with the losing team as per usual, which was Greece. They put 12 points past France. The only other stat that I want to talk about is completion, which was 86%, which is really solid. I'm not too focused on the stats for this game, not that they were bad. They lost in most of the stats areas, and I'll obviously talk about stats for France, but I just want to talk about Greece as a team in general. I don't have any affiliation to Greece in any way, shape or form, but I was very proud of their performance. I thought they put in a really good shift. You could tell that they're a level below, a few levels below France. That was understandable, but the effort that they put in and the parts of quality that they had throughout the game was definitely to be applauded. I think the first half was fine from them. They worked really hard though, but they did struggle to make meters with the ball. A lot of the times they had to kick early to try and get out of trouble, but then they weren't really, chasing those kicks well enough and gave France a lot of really strong field position. So field position was an issue in the first half, but the work rate was certainly there. And they did have a go at them a few times down the wings, nearly had a couple chances to open them up. So the effort, the intent was definitely there. The second half though was a lot better. The intent was still there. The hard work was still there. There was a slight lift in energy, definitely early on in the first half, and they scored two brilliant tries. Well-worked tries, definitely earned them, great skill. I think players like Lachlan Ilias showed a lot more leadership, a lot more aggression running at the line, really trying to create plays. I thought Meads had a really solid game. Magulius was really strong down the middle, and so were the rest of the forwards, running really hard, and they started to improve in the field position battle in the second half. And there were moments where they had a 5-minute period early on in the second half where they were actually dominating, so they were making things happen. They were getting repeat sets, and getting multiple sets in front of France's try line. They eventually turned the ball over, but they were showing signs of what these individuals could do together as a team. So for me, this was a case of, I know that they're levels below France, but in terms of teamwork, this was a game that showed that teamwork can overcome individual or lacking individual quality. So yeah, very proud of their performance. Like every other team pretty much at this World Cup, a couple things to learn, a couple things to build on, a few things to smooth out, and hopefully they can keep developing and keep progressing in the final group stage games. But yeah, very solid effort from Greece. Now moving on to the winning team, which was France. They put 34 points past Greece. They completed at 80%, had 5 line breaks and 43 tackle breaks. They also had more offloads and almost double the post-contact meters than Greece. I think their overall performance, based on what I expected, was slightly rusty. Only slightly. They did dominate down the middle. Obviously, I mentioned Greece put in a really good shift, but France did dominate down the middle. They kept Greece pinned back a lot in their own 30, 20, and sometimes 10, forcing them to kick early, as I also mentioned. The game was scrappy at times. Some of the attacking structure, passing and play was scrappy from France at times, but individual quality was able to kind of overcome that from time to time and allowed them to put plenty of points on the board. I believe the coach mentioned that this is the first time that France have had an international squad with all full-time players, which is fantastic to hear for French Rugby League, and we need more of that from more nations, and hopefully that will come in time. So yeah, they will be levels above Greece, but for what I expected from them, it was a little bit rusty, but this is definitely something they can look at and go improve. A lot of other teams have been rusty as well, so it's no big deal. They just need to make sure they smooth some things out. But yeah, it was overall solid performance from France, and I was really impressed with their forwards. Constantly making meters down the middle, really tiring Greece, turning them around, breaking through that first line and then making them turn around for more meters. I thought Alrich de Costa at hooker was really setting the tone down the middle. I also thought that Benjamin Garcia had a really solid game. I believe he got man of the match on the night. So yeah, I think they should be happy with the kind of tone that they've set going into this World Cup. A few things to work on, but they'll certainly put out an improved performance next week. So that's going to be it for this video. If you have any thoughts on the France versus Greece game, leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with new content. You can also follow the social media accounts in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.